Hi everyone, it's Eileen from There's a Crafty Idea, and I am here with our Rachel's Roxy's Weekly Challenge video, and she made these lovely little flip outs. Now I've given one a go because I had to have a quick run through to make sure that I understood the way it was made. I know, maybe that's cheating, I don't know, but anyway. So it's me using an envelope, and it's using the window out the envelope, and this is the actual thing we're going to make. And it's a flip, and it would attach to the edge. Say this is your page, it's going to attach to the edge of your page, and then when your book gets closed, it's inside your book. And then you can put a tag in that's got a nice focal point, which I've done here, and then that's lovely. And then on the back you've got your journaling on your back, and you've got a little pocket, and you can put other little bits and pieces in there as well. So let's get to it. So I've got just a handful of envelopes. Now my envelopes are bigger than the ones that Rachel was using, so I'm going to have to cut them down, which is fair enough, but you know, we don't have to cut them down too much, because I think this will probably work out a little bit wider maybe than the one that she made, but that's okay. So we're going to do that anyway. So first of all, we are on, I'm just going to make sure I've got the time right. So starting now, we've got 45 minutes. So let's start by getting some of these cut down. I want the tops cut off them anyway, because you know, I'm going to have to get the big cutter out. So where is he? Come on, Henry. So I really like this one. This turned out to be a really great challenge, and I'm enjoying it. It's fun, and it's just giving me lots of different ideas of different things we can do. So I'm just going to quickly chop the top off the bits that we don't need. I don't want them too wide, because they've got to fit into your journal after all. So I'll put these two together, and we'll just go back in there like that. Oh, come on, Henry, you can cope. Or maybe not. I keep forgetting, you know, that the paper's sometimes just a little bit too thick, and it doesn't quite work. There we go. Right, got them. I'm only going to do those because I'm constantly, when I'm doing these challenges, giving myself too much to do. So instead of having to rush to complete loads, we're just going to stick with, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, we've got 4. So we're just going to stick with the 4, and I can use these for another project, or to make some more of these, because I do kind of like them. And I'm really getting into the idea of flips at the minute, flip outs and over the page things, which I'm going to be doing a couple of videos on anyway. So right, first of all, we need to cut these down. So I think once we've got the prep done, the rest of it should go pretty quickly. But as always, it's always the prep that's the problem, isn't it? Now I'm going to keep this long, because I'm going to use that as the slit. So I'm not going to be too precious about these, because we're going to glue ends and things on, so that's fine. I've been so loving Rachel's videos. She's just mesmerising to watch craft. Wonderful. And I do love her style. All the Renaissance style and everything, it's great. I'm a little bit more, I think I lean more towards the Victorian Edwardian, but she does use some beautiful papers. Oh, and those Italian Florentine papers, wonderful things. I wish I could get my hands on some. They're difficult to get in the UK. Right, I think you can get them, but they're kind of like wrapping paper, so they're kind of shiny instead of the matte, and it just doesn't work as nicely. I'm planning a trip to Italy when the whole world isn't over. When the pandemic ends, we're going to go to Italy, so I'm planning on having a big shopping spree. So I'll be coming back with bags full, not clothes, but papers. Oh yeah, I mean the history there is just amazing anyway. So right, so we've got all these cut. Okay, now the next thing is to get them into shape. Right, so this is going to be our pocket, so I'm going to just fold. First thing we do is we're going to fold a little edge over to strengthen the pocket, and then I want this so that it folds up to the bottom, just to the bottom of the window. I don't want it going over the window, just to the bottom. And then what Rachel did was she folded, I'm going to leave this one a bit more generous, so we'll go back there. This is going to become our hinge, so that's going to be the hinge and this is going to be the pocket. So what we need is to just cut this, and I'm going to cut it at a very slight angle. This paper's making my eyes go funny. Wow. Right, so I think I need a smidge more off that on the bottom corner. So what we're left with is this basic shape. So that's going to be our pocket. This is going to be the flip, and this is going to be the hinge. So let's get the rest of them done. I want to make sure I've got a nice lip because I want that extra strength in the pocket, because it needs it. And it doesn't matter if we're a little bit skewy here, because we can always cover that with paper, that's fine. Now let's just fold this hinge. We'll go about there. Now I'm going to leave my hinges bigger than, I think Rachel's were a lot smaller. I'm going to leave mine bigger just because, you know, when I come to putting it in a journal, I'll be able to decide whether or not I want it. I'm just going to snap that as well. Whether I want it to be smaller, or whether I feel like it needs to be a little bit bigger. That's something, you know, when you're mass making, or when you're making ephemera, like just to fill your ephemera bucket. You know, when you come to the points like where the hinge is going to go and how big's the hinge going to be, you need to leave them bigger, because it's always better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Give yourself room. Because you don't know what journal you're going to put them in if you're not crafting for an actual journal. So you need to know that it's going to fit into any kind of journal, really. So that way, you know, you're not going to be stuck when you come to put it into a journal. Oh, thanks, sweetheart.
Yeah, okay.
Is that my books?
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. I've been shopping. I know I shouldn't have, but I have. I'm going to show you a quick preview. I know we're timed, but quick preview. It's a couple of old books, and this one is an old French book, and it's from 1901. Isn't that gorgeous? It's very, very fragile. And then I got this one, which I love, and it is called The Ready Reckoner. Isn't that great? Right, get back to the challenge. Don't have time. So we're nearly prepared. There we go. Okay, so papers. Now I wanted to do something a bit different with these, so I've got a few different types of papers. Now these papers I got from Victoria Designs, and they did a big paper pack, and I got it, and there's just so much in there. So I'm going to use a few of these papers. So let's start off with this, and I think this one too. We could even use maybe a couple of these as the focal points when we're finished, to go on the tags. I'm not putting the tags on. Sorry, I might not get the tags done today, but we'll try. We'll see how we go. Right, some of these are like office themed, so we'll stick with these ones to start off with, and then I think I might do one of them using vintage book pages too. So let's see. So we want, first of all, let's make us some room, Eileen, and let's find our rule. Now I'm going to say I don't really want a sharp edge on the window itself, so I'm going to say take it to about there, which if I can measure it properly oh dear me, this is me you know this is the day I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately. This is the kind of day I've been having. Okay, so our first piece, and I'm going to wrap it over the top a little bit because I want to just strengthen the edges, so it needs to go to about there. And the good thing with these is you can use up all your little scraps that you know maybe it's not, you know, you maybe it's too small to use in a larger collage, but you don't want to get rid of them because they're pretty little scraps. You can use them for these because they need little scraps, not big scraps. So it's a good way of doing that. So I'm going to leave it over a little bit and we'll do, there we go. So we've got our first piece on. And then just fold that over. It's going to get covered up most likely, but it's just going to protect that edge. Oh, I love these challenges. I think I might pop you, I could put you down the other side, couldn't I? Right, so I want the torn edge on the window, so if I put it that way, okay. And this is the thing that you find when you use different papers. You know, your collages are going to turn out looking very different to other people's. It might be the same piece of ephemera, but it's going to look very different because you're using different papers and you're putting them together in a different way. So, you know, it's a good way of putting your own personal stamp on it. But I like challenging myself when it comes to collage and using different things and trying out maybe different techniques. There we go. So there's our first two pieces. We'll get that folded over. And now we need to remember to cut this. I hate cutting paper when it's wet with glue. Right, now our pocket will sit there. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of something there just to cover the bottom of that window. Even though the pocket's there, I don't want to see it. So let's see, do I have any little bits of things? No, excuse me for reaching. So I think there we go. Right, we've got this. So let's just give this a bit of a straight edge because I don't want it to have such a skewy edge. It is absolutely, I don't know if you can hear the rain in the background, but it is absolutely pouring of rain, and we have had rain now for a full week. There's some terrible floods going on. A friend of mine, her mum is close to getting flooded out, and she's, oh bless her, she's been flooded out before, but the brook at the back of their house is started to overflow, and you know, she's just like, oh, I'm just going to lose everything again. It must be awful. Right, I'm going to just roughly, just very roughly measure that out. And what I think I might do here, if I can find where, there it is. Try and keep it straight. These papers are lovely from Victoria Designs. If you get a chance, pop over and get the pack because there is just tons and tons of papers in it, and they're very, very beautiful. Right, what I want to do with this one is I want to go over so that it covers both sides. So I'm going to just fold it where I think it's going to need folding. Let's try and go it straight, I mean. So I'm going to be, that needs a tiny little bit more. Okay, let's go from the bottom. Right, now, you know what? We'll keep that piece for something else. Okay, so I'll bring it down just a bit more. We're going to fold it there. And I'm going to try and measure this so that I'm going to have it meeting at the other side. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to just take that edge off. There we go. Now let's put some glue on this. I'm running out of glue. I'm running out of everything. I'm running out of the glue sticks because I haven't been able to get to the supermarket, which is where I buy them from. There we go. So that side's done. And I'm going to cover this flap simply because I don't know which way I'm going to attach it. You could attach it to the page that way, or you could attach it to the page that way. So I'm going to cover both sides. It doesn't make that much difference, a tiny little strip of paper. Now let's do this side, remembering that this pocket is going to be upside down, so let's not worry about that too much. I'm thinking that might look nice there, but that's too similar. What else do we have? Let's see. I like this one. Oh, that's pretty. We could use that, couldn't we? And then that hand's going to kind of be up there. Okay, well, we'll give it a go and we'll see. Trying to keep it as straight as I can. Just tear this top edge. So we don't want a nice neat top edge. There we are. And I might just let that go all the way down over the pocket. Yeah, I think that's going to look pretty. Where's my rule gone? There it is. Okay. I might need to turn that over. How are we doing for time? Well, we've got one nearly done, and I think we've used about 16 minutes. That's not bad, that's not bad. I don't think I'm going to get all 4 done. I suppose if you were mass making them, each stage could be, you know, set out the way you want it, and it would become easier doing it that way. But we'll see. We'll see. I wonder if I should just let that. No, okay. That's not going to work unless I do it like that. There we go. Doesn't really much matter, but it just covers up that last little bit of envelope on that hinge. I've got the fire on today and it is absolutely boiling, even though it's raining and it hasn't stopped raining and everything's damp. But yeah, it's boiling in here, which is good. Right. Okay. Now let's see, what else do we have? I'm loving these papers. I mean, really, if you get the chance, get over and get them, because they are absolutely gorgeous. And this is not an affiliate link or a promotion. I just love them. They've just released another pack, and it's like a fantasy dragony type pack, and oh, it looks amazing, but I can't afford any more digitals. So I'm gonna have to be a good girl and not buy them. I think they're just too easy to buy, and they're just so beautiful. But I now have about 7 different journals going on, and yeah, I can't buy any more, because every one I get, I want to make the journal, and I've got too many journals on the go. Right, if we put you, we could put you all the way down, because that's still, it's going to be a bit upside down, but that's fine. Okay, I might let that just fold over a bit. These envelopes have just got so many different possible uses that they're just, everybody who gets mail in my house now, they're all like, can we throw this one away? No. Why would you want to do that? I'm just going to glue this top flap down off my pocket. And that's, I think Rachel said she wanted that for added strength, and it does, it gives it nice added strength. And if you're going to be putting stuff in and out, sometimes these can be a little bit too, not quite strong enough, I should say. Right. Doesn't matter that that's upside down. I'm happy with that. That's fine. Let's just see what else do we have. We've got this one, which I really like. I'll tell you what. Let's tear this one down a little. I'm just not having a good day with this room today. Right, okay. Now that one will be upside down, but the items are all going different ways, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm going to be quite happy about that, actually. That's fine. It doesn't really matter that much. Okay. Yeah, that's our last piece on there. I think I'm definitely going to run out of this glue before I'm finished this challenge. And I'll have to use the tacky glue. Right. Just make sure that's all right then. There we go. Right, now tacky glue. Let's get the pocket glued down. There we go, I like that. And there we've got one done. Oh, it's pretty with those papers on, isn't it? It's lovely. Proper vintage style writing. I like that. Right, so there's our first one done. Let's get another one done. Stop waxing lyrical and get on with it, girl. Right, I think what I might do is I might do another one using those papers, because I do like them, and we've got the added benefit now of having some of them already cut out the right size. Ta-da! Which is great, although that might be better off on that side. Yeah, I'm going to do it like that. Okay. So now we might go a little bit quicker. I say that knowing that I'm not, because time just slips away so quickly, especially when you're crafting something that you're really enjoying. Oh, I wasn't going to have that edge on there, was I? Okay, you're going on that side. There we go. I'm just going to snip that bottom bit off, just so it doesn't cause a problem with our pocket. There we go. We're going to lose most of that teapot unless we use that as the hinge side, but that's fine. And the good thing about these, you can sew around them as well to secure your papers if you think that they're going to come off, which I think, you know, might be a good idea for me today, because these just don't seem to want to stick. Right. There we are, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Find me some of our others. Kind of like the idea of having this on the pocket. Yeah, I do like that idea. Maybe a bigger bit. Okay, we've got this that can go down this side. And then we can put something straight across the top there. Whoops! Let's fold this round. I love that sound. Such a tactile thing, isn't it? I mean, we could... No, that wouldn't... No. Oh, we could... Well, that would work. It would work sideways. I like that. And then we could bring it from there all the way down, couldn't we? Do you know what? I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that because I like that. Let's see if I can tear this straight. Because I'm having problems tearing today. I need to buy some real tear rulers. It's just, it's on my list, but there's that much stuff on my list. Like, ugh, too much stuff on my list. Let's just measure this. Yeah, we can take a little bit off that side too. Would that be enough? Just about. Just about. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of extra room to tear or to fold over the pocket. Right, and then I'll pop that on just like that. That should be fine. That's fine. So yeah, I'm going shopping later and I'm going to buy another bag full of these glue sticks because I'm running out all the time. I buy them in bulk and then you're great for a while and then you just forget because there's so many of them there, you just pick one up after another. And then when you're getting close to the end, you're kind of like, all right, well, I might need to get some more. And then you just totally forget because you're used to them being there. And then you kind of end up one day realising you've got no glue sticks. And there's none left. And you've got to do a mad dash to the shop. I think I wouldn't go just for glue sticks though. I would find another way. Yeah, the way the shops are at the minute, it's just, oh dear me. The queues are just horrendous, horrendous. And as much as I don't mind standing in the queue, it doesn't bother me. The amount of people who it does seem to bother. And I've never seen arguments before in shops the way I have in this last couple of months. And it seems like everybody is just too impatient to just chill and wait and just give people a chance. It's very strange indeed. I'm going to move that up just a touch. Okay, right, and we need something to go across there. I do kind of like the idea of using that, and that would be big enough to fold over. Okay, let's give it a go and see. I'm not bothered about it going sideways, that's neither here nor there. Right, let's see where we are. So if we put it to that corner, I mean, there is probably a much better way of measuring this, and you probably all shouted out to me, and you know what, I probably should be doing it that way. But to be honest, I'm quite happy doing it this way, even though it's a little bit more work. I don't mind so much. Right, let's fold you over and measure you against that one. There we go. This is one thing that I'm learning from these challenges. When you've got infinite amount of time, you know, you can measure things out, you can have things ready, you can prepare things and take your time to do that, and that's great. But it's also good to be able to just craft by the seat of your pants, as they call it. And that's what I'm learning to get better at, or maybe not, in these challenges. There we are. Okay, we've got it on. Right. It's a slightly bit skewy, but you know, I can live with that. So that's that side done. Let's just quickly put our glue on for our pocket, because it's starting to curl and I don't want it to curl too much. I didn't put anything there, and you know, I'm okay with that, because yeah, it looked nice on the other one, but I don't think it needs it, to be honest. And yeah, you're going to have the tag in there anyway. So we've got 2 pieces we need left. Where are the little bits that we or have we used them all? I think we've used them all. Okay, I'm just grabbing all my bits. How about that? Kind of like that. So let's get that one torn down. Just tear that top off. Yeah, I'm getting close to the bottom of this glue stick now. Don't run out on me. Okay. There we are. Oh yeah, that looks nice. These, I'm going to wax lyrical again. Wonderful papers, wonderful papers. Okay, and we could put that, where have I got? Glue going everywhere, that's what I've got. Right, let's just take the edge off that. Try and keep it somewhat straight. Yeah, that didn't work. There we go. Right. Yeah, I think I need to move those tear rulers up in priority. They need to move up the queue a bit. Right. Shall I take that to the top? I think I will. There we are. And it doesn't matter that I haven't gone to the edge of this, because I can always cut this down if I want to. I wonder if we've got a tiny little bit that'll go on there. I don't know. I mean, not that it really matters. No, you know what, I'm not going to bother. I'm going to leave that because it doesn't need it. That's going to be attached on, and then I could put a strip of something across there, or I could just cut it down to there. That's coming up a bit, needs a bit more glue. There we go, so there's 2 done. Right, let's choose something else. I think I want to do old book pages, so I'm just going to grab all my old book pages. And I've got lots and lots of different old book pages. So let's get the other one. Where did I put them? I've lost them. I've thrown them away with the paper. Okay, let's get this done. Now, because I'm using old book pages, I might use the brown one because it's going to show through. Because I'm using old book pages, I am going to fold them over wherever possible, because they're going to tear easily. Right, let's get rid of this one. There we go. Oh, I like that side better. I like that side better. I'm going to have to be really careful. As I said, these are delicate. Once they're glued on, they're fine, but you've got to be very delicate when you're using them. And it doesn't matter that that's going to be skewy, if that's fine. I like that. Needs a little strip of something, so let's get some music paper on. Can't go wrong with music paper. This is what's good about these old book pages. You get to just do what you want with them. And I'm going to let that one be a bit skewy too, because I kind of like the juxtaposition it gives that. Yeah, that's nice. Right, let's get on with some more. I kind of like the idea of that, just leaving on the border, because I love that yumminess. So where's my rule gone? I'm just going to tear it. There we go. Oopsie daisy. See, this is the problem with these very delicate old book pages. They kind of do disintegrate a little bit, but that's, you know, par for the course, I should say. You've just got to give them a little bit extra tender loving care. There we are. I'm just going to trim that bottom bit off, just because I don't want it to interfere with the pocket. Okay. That really did not stick well, did it? Sometimes the paper on these old books is very thirsty, and it requires a lot more glue than you would normally use because it's so dry. There we go. Oh, I'm liking it, I'm liking it. What can we use now? How about a little bit of our German? Now I think I will take off. This is like the inner side of the page, and I think I will take that off because that strip is such a thin strip. Okay, so I want this one to fold all the way around as well, so So instead of trying to fold it round, because to be fair, I'm not going to mess about with this paper that much, because where's my pencil gone? I know you're here somewhere. Just because it is that fragile and I can't mess about with it the way I would mess about with the other paper, so I'm just going to mark it, and then hopefully once I've torn it down, I've just opened the window because it's so warm in here, so you can hear all the rain outside. It might fold. I'm just, this is an experiment, okay? This is an experiment because it is old paper. Oh, don't crack, don't crack. Once you've got your glue on, you'll be fine. There we go. Cool. So that worked. So where were we going to put you? We're going to put you here. So I might just pop you on just like that, and then just trim up at the top. Okay. Yep, that rain's really coming down. I'm going to put extra glue on this because this is a very thirsty book, this, and it will absorb a lot of the glue. It's a very old book and very dry, very dry. So let's just get this lined up. Hopefully we've got that right on the fold. Doesn't help that I didn't trim that, but that's okay. I think that worked, just about. Just about. There we go. Now we just need this top bit doing, and I have, is it a full piece of that? Yes, there is. So this is a nice book of prose that I picked up. Should I do that? But then I want to fold it over, so maybe I'll use music paper at the top because that doesn't matter being folded over. Not really. So where's my rule? I think that we're getting close to the end. We may just get this one last one done. We'll see, we'll see. I thought that I had plenty of time this time. There we go. We're nearly there. And then at least we'll have 3 done. I'm going to just roughly tear the edges, and then we'll get this one stuck down. Oops, a daisy. The window does not want to stay open. I think I'm going to have to go and close it. Oh no, 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 no. Always check both sides before you put things down permanently, Eileen. We know that's okay on that side. That's about there, right. Let's put you down properly. There we go. Right, let's trim this off and then we can get this pocket glued up, and at least that bit's done. Right, glue. So my icing bottles came for the for the Fabri-Tac, So I'm going to be putting the Fabri-Tac in there later. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that will solve my problem. Because boy, have I been having a struggle with the Fabri-Tac. It has not been easy. I don't know, some of you just tend to have a way with it, and I just do not have that way. It just does not work. Okay, we've got about a minute and a half left. Let's see if we can't get this done without destroying our pages, Eileen. Let's put the fold back into that. I'm going to have to just trim that bit there, I think. There we are, there's the long folder. Okay, my timer has completely gone nuts. I don't know what's happened to it. So I didn't set my other timer, which is probably a big mistake. So now I am without knowing whether or not I've gone over or under. So I'm going to finish this one, and then what I'm going to do is I will call that done, and then I'll just carry on with the last one. And then maybe when I come to edit the video, I'll see, you know, maybe where we kind of went wrong or how much time we had left. So if you're looking at this and thinking, well, no, you've got plenty of time left, or well, no, your time was up, bear with me. My time is not working for some reason. I don't know what's the matter with it. It is yeah, it's gone all wonky on me. Again, this one is very thirsty paper, so extra glue, and then extra care. So the problem is, once you put the glue on these papers, they're then wet, and they tear more easily when they're wet. And I don't want that one folding over because we've already got the music paper, so I'm just going to trim it. There we go. There we are. Now that's on there, now that that paper's on there, you know, you've still got to be a little bit more gentle with it, but it's going to last a lot longer. It's going to be fine. So that's the third one done. It doesn't matter about that because I'll probably trim that off anyway. Let's just trim that little bit off. And I like it. I really like it with the old book pages. I really do. I think it's great. But they kind of give it that really nice vintagey look. So I've got some, let's move these over, and for the last one I've got some flowery papers, so we'll do one with flowery stuff. Okay, first thing I'll do is I'll glue this down, and then that's done because I keep forgetting to do that. There we go. Right, now we need to test. Oh, we've already got some pieces torn down. Well, that's good. Well, it's not torn down, but that's okay. Actually, if I push that up, it'll come down a bit more. There. Yeah, okay. First piece, perfect. Just move that bit of paper there. I'm going to have tiny little paper scraps everywhere, aren't I? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the timer. It's just it jumped, and then I didn't realise it had jumped, and then it's just jumped again. So yeah, it obviously doesn't want me to do this challenge. I'm gonna have to start using the one on my phone again, I think, because at least that one, you know, it's pretty secure. Right. Okay. So what other bits do we have? Let's have a look under here. That's a nice piece. I like you. Right, let's get you torn down. Try and keep it as straight as I can. Okay. Let's just give up on keeping things straight. Right, we can put that on and that can go all the way down to the bottom. There we go. Yeah. I need those tear rulers. I think I'm going to put the order in tonight for them. Oh dear me. I need to order some more glue actually. I need to order some more of my tacky glue. Because as I said, I'm running out of everything. No, that's not right. Let's get you all the way over. That's it. Doesn't matter if it's a bit skewy. That's fine. Just put the crease back in there. There's the bone folder. There we are. And again, I can trim that hinge down. That's not a problem. There we go. I'm working on both sides at the same time now. I'd rather have a piece that goes right across. So we could kind of use that. Although the right would be the wrong way up. That would look nice, wouldn't it? Yes, we'll do that. So if we say about there. Now I'm going to try and line this one up because, you know, let's try and have some straight lines on this, Eileen. It would be very helpful. Okay. I'm not bothered about the straight lines and the tail lines. It doesn't really matter. It's one of them things. You know, this paper is pretty. It can stand up for itself. Oh, there you go. I told you, didn't I? Well, we might as well use the last of it and hope that it lasts us for this one last envelope. I can't believe I'm out of it. Right, well, we're putting it that way, weren't we? Okay. There we are. Right. That would look like quite nice there, and I'm just wondering, would that fold all the way around? I don't think it will, but let's just try it and see. I think I'm going to end up having to finish this one with tacky glue. It's just as well these are not as thirsty as the book pages, isn't it? Oh, it's just too short. That's fine, we can put another strip down there, that's fine. Okay. Actually, we have a little strip here. Okay, we'll use you. You're going to come in handy for something, that's good. It comes to something when you're having to do this with your glue stick. Oh, we're all on the shopping. I really need to get sorted. There we are. Oh, let's just get this flap folded down. Oh no, we can't. I want to finish. Yeah, we need to finish collaging first. I need a strip there. So let's see. Nice bit of dark and light contrast. That'll look nice. Put the lid back on the glue. Okay. I do like that the roses. And take some of that dark off. And that could possibly, oh, perfect. Okay, let's get that on. Excuse me. Wonder if I put it that way, because then the roses will be the right way up on the pocket itself. Oh, I've got a little frog in my throat now. Okay. Come on, glue. That's just a little bit longer. I was going to do it that way, wasn't I? Although that strip might look quite nice there, so we'll put you there, and then we haven't got dark and dark. And it'll fold over just a little bit. There we go. And just protect that edge. Right, we need a little strip of something there. Two similar, I should say. Similar. That is again quite similar, but I don't mind that so much. It's got a little bit of a different pattern on. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, there we go. And then let's just, I think what I'll do is I'll fold it and I can see for sure where it needs to be. Is that about right? That's about right. We only need that little strip. There we go. Right, now let's lay you right there. That's, oh, I like that, because then you still see that dark edge. And we've got one last piece to do. Oh, we have a little corner. No, we have a corner. We have a corner. Okay. Okay, that's going to work. See, never get rid of your little scraps. Even the littlest scrap can be used to somewhere. Oh, especially when you've got the tiniest little corner that needs covering. Let me see. Are you covered now? You're covered now. Okay, there we are. And the last bit, kind of like the idea of using those. Okay. I'm gonna go a bit skewy with it, which is fine. Just get that very edge off. And there we go. Yeah, okay. Right, come on, glue. Last piece. You can do it. I know you can. Oh dear me. It's okay talking to your craft supplies as long as they don't start talking back to you. Right. I do want a little strip of something there. It needs just that little strip of something. Doesn't have to be a huge piece. I want to add a little bit of interest there, just a tiny little bit of intrigue. Just poking out, just a little tiny bit of intrigue, just like, look, you don't know what's in there, kind of intrigue. That's okay, that doesn't matter. And then we'll just, I know most of this is going to be lost, but we'll just keep that strip there and those bits will get used somewhere else. But I just want it just so that we get this last little bit here so that it's just finished off. It didn't need it on the other one because the pocket came up a little bit higher, but this one needs it. There we go. See, just finishes it off. Lovely. Now, tacky glue. We can finally glue this one down. Oh dear me. There we are. Oh, I love it. I'm loving it. These papers, I think, quote me if I'm wrong, but I think these papers are antique papery, I want to say. I think they are antique papery. I'm pretty sure they are. Anyway, so I will put a link down to the papers that I've used, so that you can go and check them out. Where's the lid to me glue? So that you can go and check them out and see, because they have produced some really lovely different ones. I'm going to save that tiniest last little bit of glue. Oh dear me. Right, let me just move this mess out of the way and then we'll have a look and see what we've done. And I will make the tags to go in them, but I think I'll do that separately. Because again, I don't know how long I've been on now because my time has gone skewered. So we've done this one. And we're going to have a nice tag in there. So there's one. And then we've done this one with the book pages, which turned out really nice. And it's a good way of showing off those old book pages, you know, of showcasing them and letting them speak for themselves. So there's that one. And then these ones were with the Victoria designs. And what a lovely kit that is. And again with the Victoria designs, and they are going to be fantastic. I mean, let's imagine, let's just say this is our journal. Yes, it's a raggedy journal. And you're going to have that on your page. It's going to flip out. Need a little tiny bit more glue there. You're going to have your tags in there, and then that's going to be the next page. You're going to have this. You could make this into a tuck, because it's lovely, it's the way it's decorated, and then your next page and your next page. So yeah, fantastic idea. Thank you very much, Rachel. I'm now obsessed with making these, and I think every journal, do you know what, I think my journals are just going to be reproductions of everything that Rachel does, because I'm loving these challenges. They're great. So yeah, fantastic. Loving it, loving it. I'm going to say we got 3 done. But when I review the tape, it might have been that I had a little bit more time left, or maybe I didn't even get 3 done. We'll see. Anyway, you can tell me. So I hope you enjoyed that. I've really enjoyed doing these challenges, and I'm like loving them. Thank you very much, Rachel, for setting them. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed that, please do drop a like. It really, really makes a big difference for me. And if you feel like sharing this video with your friends, please do share. And subscribe, because you know we want more people in our little crafty family. So yeah, there we go. Stay safe everybody, and happy crafting. Bye.